So I've been living in London now for just over 6 months, which is crazy because time has flown by, but I've really enjoyed it. And I've enjoyed making over this flat, which I've been documenting on my YouTube channel for the last few months. So let's jump in and we'll start in the hallway. The last room to make over was the hallway, which I've recently finished, and I actually did this in partnership with Lick. I put the makeover up on their channel and I had a really fun time doing it. Because it was Lick, I wanted to do a bit of a statement, so I painted all of the doors a different color, which I love. And I also repainted the front door, the skirting boards, and all of the trim around the doors, which had been getting really yellow. I've kept the space pretty minimal because there's a lot going on with the color in here, but because it's a really dark corridor, I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit different. As you come in from the front door, the kitchen is on the left and the hallway goes all the way down to the sitting room. As you walk through here, on the left we've got the bathroom and an airing cupboard. This is the bedroom. That's the sitting room. What I really love about this space is that although it's really bright and colourful, you can't see every colour until you turn a corner, so it's kind of like a little surprise. In this corner on the left, I've carried on the stick tiles from the bathroom, and underneath this was black and white checkerboard tile that was really broken, so I had to cover it with something. You've got the washing machine and the airing cupboard. This is my favourite view of the hallway because I love all of the different colours and the rug. I do wish I didn't have to have as much furniture in here as I do, but I'm really tight on the storage space and I've got a lot of DIY equipment. Most of it goes in here, and that's for my shoes. From this side you can see all the artwork that I've put on the walls. I love all of these pieces so much. As you turn around, there is this massive mirror that was in the flat when I got here, and as you come through over here, it looks like this, and the bedroom door is pink. So yeah, that's the hallway. If you want to see the makeover, do check it out on Lick's channel. And let's move into the kitchen. Now onto the kitchen, and I've got to be honest, when I was filming this my microphone kept making popping noises, which was very annoying, so I'm just going to voice over this and hope that we can match it up. But this is what the kitchen looks like now that I've done all my rental hacks on it. It's not perfect, but it looks a lot better than it did when I first moved in. As you come in on the left hand side, we've got my coffee making supplies and this open shelving, which is so handy as there's not much cupboard space in this flat. I love collecting kitchenware with bright colours and fun designs. Most of my mugs are from Anthropologie. I've got a bit of a collection going here. So here are the cabinets at the bottom, and we covered these with vinyl contact paper. They look so much better. I'm thinking of doing the front of the dishwasher as well with the same color. What do you think? Let me know. And then there's the sink, which isn't the most aesthetically pleasing sink, but it is clean despite the way it looks. Before I moved in, some chemicals were used to unblock it and it made a horrible mess. As long as it's clean, that's all that matters to me, but it definitely looks a lot better than it did when I first moved in. Towards the back of the kitchen, it's a bit cluttered. A lot of this furniture came with the flat, so I can't get rid of it, and I'm just trying to make the best out of the situation. But we've got this little table and chairs set and a bench at the back, which is just boxed in pipes. And I've got this little unit. This was in the hallway, so I've just used it for storage in the kitchen to block off some really hideous boxed in pipes at the back there. And it's great for storage, even though it's a little bit ugly. I've tried to liven up this corner with some eucalyptus that smells really nice, and all of my plants which sit here and in the window, although to be honest this flat is either boiling hot or freezing cold, so my plants haven't been having a great time. I might have to send some of the bigger ones to live in my nan's conservatory. That'll make me very sad, but as long as they're happy we will see. As we move over to the other side of the kitchen, it's a lot more worktops and cabinets. To be honest, it's a little bit mix and match, a bit higgledy-piggledy, but this pink Smeg fridge, who we know and love, is the talking point of the kitchen. So I think we can overlook the mismatching cabinets. Anyway, this is what it looks like over here. The oven does need replacing very soon. And as you can see, the cabinets have been moved over and this very strange little block has been added on the end. I don't love it, but that's why I tried to go with more of a wood type effect for the contact papers so that it kind of tied in a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it makes space for a little tiny bin, so it's fine. On top of here, I'm just trying to explain that I use an IKEA countertop cutting board to cover up my hob, and my apples kept falling like 100 times. It was very annoying. Anyway, a friend of mine recommended this. She has cats and they used to walk on the hob, so she put one of these down and it gives me a lot of extra space, so I highly recommend one of these. Above the cooker there is a pot rack, which is really handy for storing pots when there isn't much space to put them in the cupboards. So that's the kitchen. In all honesty, it could do with a complete refit. I think you could fit a lot of cabinetry in here and get rid of the table and chairs at the back. But I've done what I can with the tools that I have, so let's move on to the next room. This by far is my least favorite room in the whole flat. It needs a full renovation at some point, but that's not for me to do. I've done my best to make it a lot cleaner. Recently, I added these peel and stick tiles on the floor. These are my favorite rental hack. I love these. These go all the way into the hallway. And there's definitely more things I could do. I think I could definitely do something about the bath panel for sure. I've tried to add a lot of homey touches like some plant pots, candles, all of my skincare essentials, and of course this bath tray just to make it feel a little bit more relaxing. Above the bath, I've got this extendable washing line which comes in handy. And behind the shower curtain, I tuck away all of my products so you can't really see them. This shower curtain was actually from Anthropologie like 4 or 5 years ago. Honestly, it's a little bit boho for me. It's not really my cup of tea, but it's so hard to find shower curtains these days. Everyone has like a glass panel, so I just used what I had. And it works. This is what the other side of the bathroom looks like. I've just got a shelf that I put up so I can put some of my products in those baskets. I've also got a butcher's block, which I know is a bit unusual to have in a bathroom, but once again, this is part of the furniture that came with the flat and it fits well there, so I make it work because I need the storage. Let's move into the bedroom. This is my bedroom, but as you come in on the left hand side there's this amazing brick wall which I love, and I knew I wanted to make this the feature wall, so of course I had to put the bed against the brick wall. In the corner here I have this antique pine dresser. I love this so much. It does need a bit of TLC to be honest, but I'm not sure how to treat antique pine. Maybe just a gentle sand and some oil. My mirror was from a charity shop. I got that for £10. And then over here this is the bed. My 2 bedside tables are one of the few furniture items that I didn't get as a hand-me-down or thrift, and they're from JYSK, and I think they're about £25 each. They were such a bargain. The headboard is thrifted, but recently I reupholstered it to make it this olive green colour, which I really love. And I love how it ties into the blue on the cushions and in the wall art. I did all of this in a recent video if you want to check it out. I think I did it a couple of weeks ago now. This is a tidy nightstand for me, believe it or not. I'm always reading like 7 or 8 books at once and they just pile up here. On the other side, I've put this golden lamp and this cute little radio that I got in the charity shop. Moving on to the other side of the room, I painted this accent wall, this kind of dark mauve greyish colour. In the corner, corner, I have a mid-century chair, which was a hand-me-down, and I love how this cushion matches with my blanket. It was unintentional. I have some art prints up on the wall here, and this painting that my friend Sarah made for me for my birthday. She is so talented. I love her. In here, I keep all of my stationery and my makeup, and I just sit and work here in the daytime. Above my desk, I have my infamous arch mirror. This is such a gorgeous copper color. I do not love these. I'm trying to figure out a way to cover them up or change them or something. I guess this is where the bed used to go, but why? And you could have this beautiful wall. That's my little laundry basket, but it's full of duvet covers for when friends come over. I do have a sneaky stack of my suitcases. Please don't look, that's my corner of shame. This belongs to my grandma, but I'm just using it right now while it's here. So yeah, that's what the bedroom looks like. At the end of the hallway is the sitting room, and this is what it looks like as an overview. You can't really see because of the window, so let me go over there and you'll see it better. That's much better. So this is an overview of what the sitting room looks like. Before I start in here, I know it looks very cluttered, but the table and chairs, this massive chair, this coffee table, and this sideboard, which I actually really like, don't belong to me, and I had to leave them in the flat. So I've just tried to make it work as much as I possibly could. Let's start in this corner. This is where the dining table is, and actually the movers couldn't dismantle this and get this out of the flat. I tried to get the glass table from my old house in here, but they couldn't get this out, so it had to stay. You know what, it's fine. It works really well as a desk. I like doing my painting in here in the evening. I hide my art supplies back there, don't look, it's messy. This painting was done by my mum. I love it. And then I've got my books that I've read, most of these ones, and some family photos up there. Moving on, we've got the fireplace over here. I love seeing it from this angle because I think the reflection of the mirror in the mirror and the plants and prints is really cool. The mantelpiece was installed a few years ago, so I got that in a charity shop and painted it. I love where I've put the disco balls. I think it needs a few more though. I haven't really styled the top properly. I've just thrown some things up here, like some candles, pictures of me with both of my grandmas, and then just some stuff. I've started collecting these guys and I really like them, so yeah. Moving on. We have the TV in the corner. I've just created like a little bar cart area underneath. I don't drink super often, but when my friends come over, I like to be able to make some cocktails. I've got my plants with a lamp, so I put that on in the evening and it looks really nice and very cozy. Yoga mat. You can tell I haven't really tidied properly. There's like a little box and a yoga. It's just reality. But this is what the TV looks like. Moving around, we've got the couch. I also store things under here too, because that's some prints and some frames. Look, it's a small flat. You gotta maximize your storage. The sofa is from Swift. They gifted it to me very kindly a while ago, and I love it because it pulls out into a double bed, and it's great because I can have friends stay over here, and it just maximizes the space in this flat. Above, I've got 3 prints from Younique. I like how they're all a bit different. In this section here, I've got this antique mirror that belongs to my grandma. It was in my old house. At the bottom, I've got an IKEA basket with blankets when friends come over, and all of my vinyl. I've got some cushions on the chair, including my smiley. He's from Typo. I will remove the white tags. I promise. One day, like 20 years from now, I'll have removed the tags. And then on the coffee table, I keep this quite empty. I've just got a candle and some books and remotes. Oh! This is a graphic novel that I read the other day. I found it in Oxfam for £8.50. It came out last year. It's so good. I whizzed through this. It's like really touching, but also quite funny as well. The names of the coffee shops are really witty and interesting. Highly recommend. I really enjoyed that. I'm going off topic, but that actually brings us to the end of the sitting room. Let me give you one last look. There's me. Hi. this is what it looks like. But yeah, there we go. That's the sitting room, and I think that brings us to the end of this tour. With that done, I won't bore you with a long outro where I'm sat talking to the camera for too long, but I will say I've really enjoyed making over this flat, and I've really loved doing a lot of rental hacks and makeovers to it. There's definitely more things that I could do. It's absolutely not perfect, as we have discussed, but it's been home for a while, and I'm so pleased that I've had this opportunity to live here and to make the most of London. As for what's next, who knows, but I'll see you soon. Bye.